Hi, thanks for joining me for today's devotion from Proverbs chapter 25. Do not exalt yourself in the king's presence, and do not claim a place among his great men. It is better for him to say to you, "Come up here," than for him to humiliate you before his nobles. A well-known big screen actor, Samuel L. Jackson, was being interviewed, and the interviewer asked, "Do you like watching yourself in movies?" Jackson said, "Yeah, I love it." The interviewer said, "Oh, because a lot of actors say they don't watch their own movies. They don't like to see themselves." Jackson said, "They're lying. It's not just movie stars that think this way. It's human nature, isn't it? Vanity comes easily to us all, including believers like you and me. It may seem like we have some reasons to boast before God. We go to church. We watch devotions. We're patient with people who are hard to love. We work hard. We want to do what God says. It's all good. But isn't it easy to think that our attempts at loyalty gain honor for us before God? That after all we've done, He has to look kindly on us. Never mind that each sin we've committed along the way does earn eternal wrath. In our sinful pride, we're happy to let that thought just float out of our head. The truth is that each one of us has been guilty of boasting before God, and each one of us needs to take today's warning to heart. How embarrassing to claim a place of honor at a royal gathering and then have to be told to move down and make room for someone more important. If it happens at a king's palace, the worst that can happen is humiliation. But in the world after this one, we're talking shame and regret for all eternity. True honor in God's eyes, is something we can never earn or claim for ourselves. True honor is something only the Lord can give. As Solomon put it in his proverb, it is better for him to say to you, "Come up here." Remember the honor God the Father gave his Son Jesus after he paid for the sins of the world. Jesus humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross. Therefore, God exalted him to the highest place. "Come up here," he was saying to his Son. He says the same thing to everyone who believes in his Son. Jesus has taken your sin and mine, our shame, our disgrace, all of it. There's nothing that can separate us from him. Now he says to us, "Come up here to heaven." What greater honor could there be? Of all the places we may want to seek honor and acceptance in this world, of all the people we may try to please, and of all the words of praise we may crave, none of it can compare to the honor the Lord himself gives. You don't even have to wait until heaven to enjoy it. Through Jesus, God says it to you every day as you humbly confess your sins and relive your baptism and hear his word. He looks at you, at me, past all the sin and pride, all of it forgiven in Jesus, and he says to us lowly sinners who deserve nothing from him, "Come here. Take the place of honor right next to me for all eternity." See you next time.